So you've gone through your to-do list and prioritized everything, and you've slotted things into your calendar, but there never seems to be enough time for what you want to do at the end of the day. If this sounds familiar to you, then you're going to want to stick around for the rest of this video. Hey everyone, it's Kristen here from KristenWestcott.com, where I help working moms get organized and simplify their lives so they can manage their time better and find extra time in their day for themselves. Yes, it's possible, and if you come back week after week, I will show you how you can do it too. But in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how to make more room in your life to do more of what you love. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell beside it so you get notified when I post new videos each and every Tuesday. Okay, so let's dive in. On this channel and on my blog, I've talked a lot about how to prioritize tasks that must get done. But what about making time for more of what you love? Do you ever feel like you're giving too much of yourself? If this sounds like you, type yes in the comments below and let us know, right? Do you feel you're giving too much of yourself and there's just never enough time to do what you love or what you want to do? Well, now that it's spring, there's no better time to do some spring cleaning for your personal life in order to get back more of what you put out there. So here are 4 ways that you can bring that into fruition today. Okay, so the first way is to be honest with yourself. If you could create your perfect life, what would it be, right? Write down the things that you would like to have more time for in your life, like reading or sipping lattes or learning a hobby, or spending time with the people that you really enjoy being around. Be honest here. What does that daily life look like, right? Not if you won the lottery, what would your perfect dream be, but your real honest day-to-day life, the one that we're living right now. What would your perfect day look like? If your boss all of a sudden gave you a paid day off with no strings attached, what would you do with it, right? Be honest with yourself. Create in your mind, what does that perfect life look like? So the next thing that you need to do is to reflect on the things that you're currently doing. So now that you've got that vision for what you want your perfect life to look like, it helps to make a list of what you're currently spending your time on. So this might include things from working to caring for the children to running errands, all of the different things that you have going on in your day. Think of it as a synopsis of your weekly life. You want to look at this compared to what you want to see more of in your week, right? So you're going to be wanting to look at what you're doing right now and compare that to what you just did in step number 1, where you created that ideal perfect day. When I work with my private clients, I have them keep a log. It's kind of like a food diary, but for your time. So they're keeping a time log. And in these logs, they account for what they did throughout their day within, some of them choose 15-minute increments and some of them choose 30-minute increments. And when we do this when they first get started with working with me, and then we do this again at the end. And this really kind of helps them see how they've been able to shift that time and whether or not their time is now lining up with more of what it is they wanted in their life, right? It really helps them to get a clear perspective of how they're spending their time in their week. And you can do this exact same exercise yourself by going through and just keeping a time log. Whether you choose 15-minute increments or 30-minute increments, just write down quickly, type it into your phone, log it into a Google Calendar, or just, use old-fashioned pen and paper and make a list of what it is that you're doing. And then at the end of the week, you can go back and have a look at how you were spending your time throughout the day and where you might be able to kind of tweak this to be able to look at getting your life more in alignment with that vision of that perfect day that you created. And so the third step then is to decide what you can compromise on, right? You might not be able to change the fact that you have to go to work, right? I know, bummer, but if you want to pay your bills, you've got to go to work. But how you get there could be changed. Maybe the stress of driving and commuting really wears you down. But instead of making yourself crazy, trying to drive in the downtown traffic, try taking the subway, right? You can maybe do some reading on the subway or on a train or in a taxi or whatever it is that you're using, right? Then you'll get more time to read and you don't have to deal with the traffic. It's a win-win, right? Or maybe if you get motion sick reading like I do, then download an audiobook and listen to a book, because that counts as reading too, right? Do you listen to audiobooks or podcasts while you commute? If so, type yes in the comments below. I love connecting with my fellow audiobook and podcast listeners. And step number 4 to making more room in your life for what you love is to stop saying but, right? If you're always saying that you want to do something and adding but in there afterwards, it's time to change that way of thinking. Those 3 little letters are convincing you that you don't deserve to have the things that you want more of. And you do. Let's look at a common place where you add but in your life. You need to get groceries for your family. No one can deny that that's not important, right? But I want to take a new hot yoga class, but I have to go to the supermarket. Well, that's not exactly correct. Our marvelous online world allows you to order all the things that you need and either run by and have it brought out to your car, or even better, delivered right to your door. Problem solved. Now head to that hot yoga class. We even add this but when we need to make dinner. You don't need to do this. You can prep those meals on your Sunday and voila, your early evenings are free to pick another pursuit. We're so trained to feel guilty for indulging in the things we want, but we need to indulge in those things because those are the things that will free us, free our mind, free our body, fuel our soul, and we can't be our best for everyone else if we're not taking care of ourselves in that way. So what are 3 things that you want to make more room for in your life today? For me, personally, I'd love to free up time in my day to be able to read more. I love reading, and I would really like to be able to read more books throughout the day and throughout the week and this year as well. So I'm continuously working to see where I can free up more time in order to make sure that I'm filling myself with the things that I love to do, that my calendar and my schedule are reflecting my perfect day and what I want that to look like. So today we went over 4 simple strategies you can use to help make more room in your life for what you really love. And I spend time with my private clients going through each of these strategies in more detail. If you would like the support to make some changes in your life so that you can live a more balanced, less stressful life, then I invite you to click the link below this video to book a call to see if coaching with me is the right fit for you. And now my favorite part of the video, make sure you comment below and let us know what you'd love to make more room for in your life. I can't wait to see these comments because I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing all the different things that you guys want to incorporate into your life. And if you thought this video was helpful, don't forget that hit that little like button below and subscribe to my channel so you can get more tips and tricks from each video that I post. And please share this video with your friends throughout your favorite social media channels so that they can benefit from this information too. So that's it for this week. I'll see you in the video next week. Bye for now.